Now, the Met Office predicts that the current cold spell could last until the end of April, with freezing temperatures likely to bring more misery to many this Easter weekend. Snow is still causing problems across the country, with thousands of people in parts of Scotland facing their 7th day without power. Farmers have been among the worst hit as they attempt to rescue stranded livestock buried in snowdrifts. Travel firms say summer holiday bookings are up 9% this week, as people look to escape the big chill. Well, our weather presenter, Liam Dutton, is in the Derbyshire town of Matlock. Liam.
Thanks, Chris. Well, it's just started moving again here in the Peak District after a foot of heavy snow last weekend. Some appalling conditions here. And elsewhere in the country too, there's been some really harsh conditions, particularly Northern Ireland, North Wales, where farmers have been really hit hard. Livestock have been buried there. And elsewhere across the UK too, in Scotland, there's been a loss of power to 1,500 homes. They're still without power, but hopefully they'll be restored by sometime tomorrow. But in terms of elsewhere across the UK, despite all the severe weather, actually tourism is still in operation, as I found out earlier today when I spoke to the head of the Peak District Tourism Board as we took a cable car up to the tops of the Peak Districts here to the Heights of Abraham.
Impact was dramatic last weekend because the snow was so deep. It was a real challenge for anybody to get here. I'm pleased to say we did open. We opened on schedule and surprisingly a number of visitors came. Not the volume, of course, but in actual fact people have adapted. They're coming particularly here because the scenery is spectacular. Once described by the Victorians of Little Switzerland, today it's the real thing.
Well, thankfully for now we've seen the worst of the heavy snowfall. Just a few snow flurries expected in the next 24 hours. But the bad news is that the cold is going to continue for the next couple of weeks at least. So it's not looking good for those who are sick and tired of all this chilly weather. Krish.